Footy's food is all about no nonsense, tasty food that you can please the crowd with, and I truly don't think you can go past a good old sausage roll.
Sausage roll. That's what we called them growing up.
Right. I'm sticking with sausage rolls. We're going to do a classic combination. These sausages have got some unreal seasonings already in there. Best thing about this recipe, we're going to make a few minor alterations, but at the end of the day, you can still claim that you made the whole thing. So we're going to use the filling in these pork sausages. They've been flavoured with cider and apple, classic combination. And then to just dress it up a little bit and make it, I guess, you know, a little bit more fancy. It's always good to have a sauce or a chutney or something like that with a sausage roll.
You've got to spill something on your scarf when the footy's on.
When you're leaning over the plate.
Yeah.
We're just going to make a little onion relish. Very, very simple.
Nice.
So that'll be my job for today.
Easy. So I'm going to just take these out of the casings.
Take it out, and then we're just going to add a couple of very basic seasonings, and one of them being some fennel seeds. So we'll just
pork and fennel.
Classic.
Best friends. So obviously these have got apple, garlic, all of those
cider.
Things. You can use mince, but this is a great cheat. It saves you about 6 steps.
Well, that's it. That's what we're thinking. It's going to be a lot easier, a lot quicker, especially if you're feeding the masses. If you've got a big crew coming around, you don't really want to be spending hours and hours in the kitchen when you could be out there enjoying the festivities that is footy time. All right, so an onion relish, onion jam is a very simple little condiment to make, but always good to have up your sleeve. So it just starts with a few brown onions. We'll caramelise them just like your classic Bunnings caramelised onions.
I was going to say, sausages and caramelised onions. This sounds like Saturday morning at Bunnings.
Exactly, but it's, you know, exactly. We're taking it to that next level, making it a little bit more dressed up, full of flavour. All right, so pan's nice and hot, and then we'll start to caramelise these onions.
Do you not realise this cooking in a scarf is good for?
What, cleaning up?
Oven mitts.
Oh, right, okay, I was going to wipe down the bench.
You might clean up with a Brisbane Lions scarf, but I would not dirty my swan scarf.
Oh, that's a bit rough. All right, pan's nice and hot. Slice up these onions.
Fennel in here.
Fennel in. Season that with just a little bit of salt, and then start working that through. So I'm just going to kick off with the onions, get some colour on them. I'm going to keep it pretty simple. I'll go in with some of the fennel seeds, and then I'm going to grate an apple, throw that in there as well, just to connect all the dots and make sure that there's a reason for these flavours being in there together. I feel like this is going to be one of those rare occasions where the condiment or the sauce is going to take longer to make than the star of the show.
I got the easy job.
You got the easy job. Get 2 out of that portion.
Yeah,
then we'll just cut them up into the bite-sized pieces.
I've just roughly divided the mince.
Yep.
All got to be the same size. In the centre, are you centre or an end?
I'm an end. Yeah, I'll go towards the end.
Because we used to make these growing up. I can't remember what we did. I think we cut them. We did all
Really,
sorts.
whatever works for you.
Yeah.
Whatever you used to.
You can make them as big or as small as you like. Look at that. We're just going to roughly shake that down one end.
Egg wash over the top. I'll sort that out for you.
You're doing all the hard labour.
I know, look at me go. Multitasking.
Oh, I think that's pretty even. We can kind of squish that down with our hands a bit when we roll them.
All right.
Roll.
You go forth and roll. I'm going to add some fennel in here. The onions have started to cook down. So I'll get the fennel in there and start to toast that off. So while it's still, there's no liquid in there, it's still going to have good contact with the pan. So that fennel, you can smell it already. It's starting to toast off and crackle. Onion's got some nice colour, starting to sweat down.
Do you want me to get rid of this excess pastry, or you want it on there? $1 million question.
Leave it on.
Leave it on?
Leave it on.
Keep rolling.
Never have too much pastry.
Can't have too much pastry. That's my lunch sorted.
All right, so the onions have cooked down. Fennel's really starting to toast off. Just going to use your Vietnamese shredder. This thing is awesome. I'm just going to grate up an apple.
Nice and sweet.
Nice and sweet, bit of acidity in there. And it just links everything together. We've got the apple and the cider in the sausage rolls themselves.
Do you want some egg wash in here, Maddie?
Yeah, please. And then just a sprinkle of the sesame seeds over the top.
Are we roasting these whole?
Yep.
Big ones?
Yep.
Yep.
All right.
This has taken me all of about 3 minutes.
I know, you're actually beating me. Hopefully I'll be done by the time they come out of the oven. Maybe get these things kicking along over here. Oven at 220, so really, really hot. That's what's gonna make that pastry puff, get it nice and crispy. Because they're not too thick, the sausage rolls, they're not gonna take an extreme amount of time to cook. So go nice and hot in the oven, get the crispy pastry, and you'll most certainly have it well cooked in the center.
Pop them on?
Pop them on, lock them away.
Get them in.
They look really good. All right, so we've got about a half a cup of malt vinegar and a little bit of brown sugar.
Do you want these in the oven?
Go for it.
Alrighty.
It is now my mission to make sure that this is done by the time they come out of the oven. All right.
Look at them.
They look all right, don't they?
They look pretty good. Be happy
Oh,
with
yeah.
them.
Nice and crispy, well and truly puffed.
Minimal effort.
Now all you got to do is cut them into bite-sized pieces. So
I thought we were just going to get a big one each. Nah. You need one arm to cheer at the TV, and you need
one for a beer, one for a sausage roll.
Sausage roll. So I'll go in half.
Yep.
And then how big you want them? Threes?
Yeah. Go half again, I reckon, yeah.
Look at them. You can do tray loads of them. Keep all your guests happy.
Stack them. We'll leave them there.
Oh, I wonder who's eating them.
Right, a good old pork and fennel sausage roll with an apple and onion relish. For me, that is footy finals food in a flash. That's a little bit fancy.